given the name dwarf planet. Understood, beta?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Yes? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this much you have understood nicely. So you know the order also. Fine. Which is called the beautiful satellite? One of the beautiful satellite?
Moon.
Saturn.
Saturn. Which has got a beautiful satellite? Saturn has got beautiful
Saturn.
satellites. Okay. Which is the biggest planet? Which is the biggest planet? Hello?
Jupiter.
Jupiter, exactly. Which is the biggest planet? Jupiter. Which is the blue planet?
Uranus.
Earth.
Earth.
Earth. Which is the blue planet? Earth.
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 Okay? Earth. Earth is called as the blue planet. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Earth is called the blue planet. Fine. This much you have understood. Now, what are the important features of Mercury? Can you tell me one by one? Now, you have to teach me better.
It is the nearest planet to the sun.
Okay, it is the nearest planet. So, first is nearest planet. Second,
And it
The
is a
smallest planet
smallest
for our
planet.
solar system.
hmm? I did not get you.
It is the smallest planet.
It is the smallest planet, right? It is the smallest planet and it is the nearest planet to the sun. Fine.
Sun.
Second is smaller. Third,
And it is seen after after the
the
sunrise
sunset. No, it is seen before the sunrise better.
before the sunrise in
And
the
after
eastern
the
sky.
sunset. Yeah, and after the sunset in the western sky.
In
So it is known as a morning star and evening star, isn't it?
yes.
That's why it is called as morning star and evening star. Is it clear? And the last point is that it has got the phases like moon. It has got phases like moon, like how you can see. You can see moon like this, then it becomes like this, then it becomes like this. Are you understanding? You getting my point?
Yes.
Then it becomes like this, isn't it? So these are
Yes.
the phases of the moon. The same way you get phases in the Mercury also. Understood all of you? And the last point is that it does not have any satellite. Any problem? Any problem, better?
No.
No, it does not have any satellite. Understood? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
And it does not have any air. It does not have any air. Very hot and it does not have any air. What is something extra that you have learned from here? That there were two spacecraft, isn't it? There were two spacecraft which were sent to Mercury. What were they, beta? The first one was Mariner 10. The second one was Messenger spacecraft. You understood? So two spacecrafts were sent to Mercury to study what is there in that particular planet. Any problem? Any problem, beta? And why we can't see
No,
Mercury?
ma'am.
Can we see Mercury, beta? We can't. We can see Mercury
Yes.
only in the morning and only late in the
Evening.
evening. Why? Why? Because when the sun is there, we cannot see Mercury because Mercury is the closest to sun, and due to the glare of the sun, we cannot see Mercury. So when there is a solar eclipse, when the sun is completely covered, then we can see Mercury. You understand? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is Venus now? All of you understood regarding Mercury, beta?
Yes.
Okay. It's just revision, and I'm trying to revive whatever we have learned earlier. So what is Venus?
It is the nearest planet to the Earth.
Okay, that's the first thing. Second, brightest planet. What is the
Yes,
second one?
brightest.
Brightest
Brightest
planet.
and hottest.
Third, hottest planet. Yes?
And in Venus, same like Mercury
Same like Mercury, morning star and evening star. So
and
you can
evening
see two
star.
planets. You can see two planets in the morning, isn't it? Both Mercury as well as Venus. All of you agree? In the morning
Yes,
as well as in the evening. Understood, all of you?
yes. And it has
Then
no satellite.
it does not have any satellite. And also it shows phases like moon. So
Moon.
it's almost same as Mercury. What is
Yes.
the name of Venus? Shukra. What is
Shukra
the name of
Grah.
Venus? Shukra. What is the name of Mercury? Buddha. What is the name of Mercury, beta? Buddha.
Buddha.
You understood? This is how it looks. See. Okay? So, next to moon, moon is bright, you know that? Next to moon, Venus is the brightest. You understand? So, you can see moon so bright in the sky, and the second number to be a bright object, heavenly object in the sky is Venus. You understand? What it is made up of? It is made up of rocks. Yes, solid. It is solid. You understood, beta? And why the name Venus has come to this planet? Due to Romans. They have given the name based on the goddess Venus. Okay? Girls, do you understand? How come the Venus name came? The Greek people had named this planet on the name of goddess Venus. Understood, beta? Hello? Girls, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Venus is close to the Earth. Next one is Earth. Tell me what about Earth, beta.
Ma'am, Earth is the only planet in
Don't
solar
read out.
system.
Hello? I
Yes,
didn't ask you to read it out. You have to just give me the points, what it is all about.
it is the only planet where life is alive. Where life exists.
So it is the only planet where life exists. Fine. Then second,
It
what is second point?
it has one satellite named Moon.
That is a natural satellite, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes. What do you mean by artificial satellites?
it has 1072 artificial satellites.
No, what do you mean by artificial satellites? I want you to ask, tell me the definition of artificial satellites. What is it? Can anyone tell me? What is the meaning of artificial satellite? Hello? Yeah, just say yes or no. Something you should say. I keep on saying hello, but there's no answer from your side. Does not look good, better. Hello? Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tell me something about it. What exactly is artificial satellite? Which man makes? Which man makes? It is manufactured by human beings. That is called as artificial satellites. For our purpose. That is meteorological. Yes. To study Earth, to study weather, atmosphere, we send satellites, and even for radio waves. You understood? They do the mapping, they do the remote sensing. So all these are done by the artificial satellites. You understand? Girls,
Yes, ma'am.
you understood or not?
Yes.
Yes.
What else? You have to talk about Earth.
It, it takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution and
What is the meaning
24
of one
hours.
revolution? What is the meaning of revolution?
It, it takes turns
What is the meaning of revolution?
it it revolves around the sun, all the
Exactly.
planets.
So the planet is revolving, the Earth is revolving around the sun, and it's taking so much of time, 365 days and 6 hours, to complete one revolution. That is 1 year. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, to revolve it takes 1 year. Okay? Next one.
And
Next
it
one.
takes 24 hours, one day to complete one rotation.
That means 1 day. Isn't it? It takes 1 day to complete one rotation. That is 24 hours. All of you understood, Vita? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. What is the number of the planet from the sun? Third largest planet, fifth largest planet in the solar system. How old is our Earth, beta? 4.5 billion years old. How old is the sun? 4.5 billion years old. What else it has? How many satellites it has? Just said that one satellite that is called Moon. Isn't it? How much water is present on the Earth, beta?
71%.
71% of water is on Earth. It's clear? Is it clear,
Yes,
beta?
ma'am.
Why there is life on Earth? Why there is life on Earth, beta? And also it is called as blue planet because it is got 71% of water. That's why it is called as blue planet. But I want to ask you, how come we have life on Earth? Tell me, why we have life on Earth? This try better. We have all talked about. We have discussed it yesterday itself.
What, what, ma'am?
Why there is life on Earth?
Because in Earth, we it has water,
Yes, and
air to live.
exactly air to live and proper temperature, proper atmosphere. You understand what I'm talking about? Which is
Yes.
Yes,
conducive for the existence of life. Whatever life requires, we have on Earth. You understand?
Yes.
Hello? Okay, so you can see over here what it has. This is what we are going to talk about. How life is possible on Earth. Read it.
the Earth has an atmosphere which contains many gases, including oxygen and carbon dioxide.
You all have
The
to
Earth,
explain everything. Remember that, huh? One by one, all of you have to explain today.
the Earth has large quantities of water. The Earth has a suitable temperature range. The Earth has a protective blanket of ozone layer.
Okay. So why life is possible on Earth? Can anyone explain the first point better? Can you explain the first point? That is
because of
try.
the because of the atmosphere and
What is
Earth.
atmosphere? All of you can take part better. You will enjoy it. All of you can take part. What is the meaning of atmosphere? Whatever comes in your mind, doesn't matter
The
if you go wrong.
mixture of gases.
Huh? What is the atmosphere made up of? Let's, like we don't do the basics, but we talk about lots of things. So let's start with fundamentals. If I ask you what is atmosphere, what comes to your mind? You say
Different type of
Atmo-
gases.
Different type of gases. You're absolutely right. Different type of gases. Okay, fine.
Dust particles are
Dust
mixed.
particles. Very good. See, this is how it comes. Dust particles. So it is a type of pollution.
Yes.
Okay. What else? What it is forming? It is forming a blanket around it, isn't it? The
Yes.
atmosphere is forming a blanket on the earth. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
So now these gases, what sort of gases are we talking about?
Oxygen,
Hydrogen,
carbon
oxygen,
dioxide,
carbon dioxide.
Just, just a
water
moment. Just a moment.
vapor, dust.
Okay. Dust, water vapor, dust. Fine. Which are the major gases that is found in atmosphere? Which are the major gases which is found in atmosphere?
Oxygen, carbon dioxide.
Wrong. 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 Oxygen is not a major gas. Major gas is nitrogen.
Yes.
Major gas, beta.
Nitrogen.
This is the task today. I'm giving you one homework. And when we meet next, maybe on Saturday, whenever we meet, you have to tell me the percentage of gases present in the atmosphere. Is it clear? So you will find that nitrogen is a gas which is maximum in atmosphere.
Yes, yes.
Now you understood? I think I have taught you in 7th standard, most probably. So it is the maximum. Minimum is minimum is helium, argon, krypton, stable gases.
Yes.
Oxygen is less,
Yes.
comes at 17 or 21, and carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide are hardly 0.2%, but that also is affecting so much. So we are having the global gas problem, remember that. It's only due to carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide percentage is less, still it is now increasing because of the global gas uh, formation. But still, what I'm talking about, it is not so huge as what we get in atmosphere in the form of nitrogen gases. In spite of that, you can understand how much degradation of atmosphere is happening due to carbon dioxide. Got my point? Which is coming out from exhaust pipes of the vehicles, from the chimneys of factories and industries. Whatever we burn, carbon dioxide gas comes out. So if at
Yes.
all we are taking in oxygen, so we are burning, isn't it? It's burning in the cell. So when it is burning in the cell, that is called as respiration. Now after respiration, what is taken out? Carbon dioxide. So in respiration of human, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is thrown out of the body. That is also amounting to the presence of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. What do you say?
Yes.
Yes? Fine. Second point, who will explain?
It contains water.
In the form of, tell me, it contains water in the form of, hello,
Oceans.
ocean, that's all?
Oceans. Seas.
Yes. Anything else? Now is marine water, says
Yes.
ocean, sea, marine water. So let's differentiate into two water, two categories, fresh water, marine water. Make it very clear better. So you will never be confused. You understand?
Yes.
Yes. So first fresh water will come or marine water will come?
Fresh.
Fresh water. So tell me what are the fresh water? The names of the fresh water beta? Hello? What are the resources? What are reservoirs which comes under fresh water category? Please. Can anyone? See,
Yes.
today you have to teach me better. Yes, lake, very good. What else? Which is
Ocean.
smaller one, lake or pond?
Pond.
So you will start from pond.
Yes.
Should you start with lake or should you start with pond?
Pond.
Okay, pond, next is lake, yes,
Yes.
and then,
Sea.
no, no, then river.
Yes.
No, you are
River.
forgetting. That's so go step by step so you will remember everything. Okay, now river comes from where? Glaciers.
Yes.
Now you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you go step, nothing is forgotten. Now river comes from where? From the snow peaks. Yes, from these peaks, and then when it slides down, it becomes glacier. Got it now? It becomes glaciers. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Fine.
No,
Then
ma'am.
it becomes river. Then it becomes river, isn't it? And then river falls where better?
Sea.
Sea. Exactly. Rivers fall into sea. There's one condition when river falls into sea. When rivers join seas. What is that place called as? What is that place called as, beta?
Ma'am, don't know.
Don't know? Okay. It is called as estuary. I'm giving you a new word. What it is called as? Estuary or brackish water. What it is called as? Neither it is salty nor it is fresh water because it is mixing. So it is not river, not sea water. It is something mixed. So the salinity is in between fresh water and sea water because it's mixing with the sea water. So it is not that saline as sea water and not fresh as river water. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Have you heard of lagoon? Have you heard of lagoon, beta?
No,
Hello?
ma'am.
Have you heard of
No,
lagoon?
ma'am.
Lagoon. This is also the area where fresh water and the sea water mixes. Okay? Have you heard of mangroves? Mangroves is a type of forest around island. Have you heard of mangroves anytime? I will show you in the next PPT. Okay? Right. So now you have to come to know about the water in forms ice and snow. Okay, what is the difference between ice and snow, beta?
Solid and liquid.
Hmm? What is the difference between ice and snow? Have you heard of ice fall or snowfall?
Snowfall.
Snowfall. Why? That means snowfall is in the form of rain. You agree?
Rain.
Snowfall is in the form of rain. You agree, isn't it, beta?
Yes.
Yes.
So which is more solid, ice or snow?
Ice.
Ice. Now you get
I.
we get ice cubes or snow cubes.
Ice cubes.
Ice cube
I.
is solid. You understand now what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Got it? You got the difference, beta?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can make balls of snow, but you cannot make balls of ice. Am I right?
Yes.
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 The snow is powdered form. Snow is powdered form. You can make ball of snow. But ice is sheet. It is solid. Ice is solid. Snow is also solid, but it can be formed. You can collect snow, but you cannot collect ice. Do you understand?
Yes.
You can break ice. What I am saying, you can break ice. You got the ice cubes, you have to break the ice cubes, isn't it better? Hello? When you make faluda, you have to break ice. put it in powder form and put it in faluda, isn't it? And mix it. What we do? We break the ice, isn't it better?
yes,
It is not snow. You got the difference now?
yes,
Hello. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we'll talk about temperature. Can anyone explain regarding the temperature? Can anyone explain regarding temperature, better? Let's talk about the world. We have European countries. Yes, we have Asiatic countries. We have tropical countries. We have temperate countries. So temperature is what? In tropical countries, temperature is high. In temperate countries, temperature is low. And mostly it's very cold winter in temperate countries as compared to tropical countries. Am I right? Hello. Am I right, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The range. Now humans can survive. This is the range where humans can survive. So that sort of temperature range we have on Earth. Everybody can live properly. If they are on mountains, obviously temperature range is low. If they are in America or UK or Russia, temperature is also cold, but people can survive because they are adapted to that range of temperature. Now, if we talk about Africa, which is tropical country, where India is a tropical country, we have certain range of temperature. In India, let's talk about India itself. Let's not go to other countries. Let's talk about India itself. Now in Jammu and Kashmir, it's so cold, and in Madras or Kerala, it's so hot. Now in country itself, we are having variation of temperature, don't you think? Whereas you go to Assam, it's always rainy, and you go to Rajasthan, where we have got desert. So in our country, we have got varieties of temperature range. What do you say?
yes,
You understood what I'm trying to say, beta? Then
Yes,
on
ma'am.
coastal region, we have got different temperature, isn't it? On coastal region, the east coast and the west coast, this one, we have got different temperatures. It is humid. Why is it humid? Can anyone tell me? The temperature is neither more nor less. It is in between, but it is humid. Why is it humid? Can anyone tell me? Hello? Is Tamanna?
yes, ma'am.
Why the condition is humid? Why the Okay, tell me, why is it humid? Yes, why is it humid?
Ma'am, don't know.
No? Okay, because of seawater, it is humid. Because when the seawater, it's evaporating, yes or no? It's mixing in the
Yes,
atmosphere, the water vapor. What is mixing in the atmosphere? Water vapor. Yes, and in the coastal region, it's next to the sea. So water vapor is more. So it is, moisture is more, and it is humid. And that's the reason that you sweat a lot when you are staying in coastal areas. For example, you go to Bombay, Mumbai, you go to Mumbai. How do you feel? You feel very sweaty. You feel very suffocated at times. You start sweating out. Do you or don't you? Girls, Go to
Yes,
Kerala.
ma'am.
You go to Kerala. It is a coastal region. You perspire a lot. You sweat out a lot. After taking bath also you start sweating. Why? Because of more humidity. So all the coastal regions will have maximum moisture in the atmosphere. Understood, beta? Understood? And also we know that we have a, this is Earth. It has a blanket of ozone layer. What it is blanket?